You know, TDX has two spawner towers. One of them is the armored factory and the other one is the barracks. One of them spawns soldiers and the other one spawns armored vehicles on the path. When they are combined, you can create a whole army. That's very cool, right? But that's really not all. The barracks is a great beginner tower and it is very cheap. However, the armored factory has a level requirement and it's more expensive than the barracks. You are able to buy the barracks without reaching any level, but if you want to buy the armored factory, you need to become level 50. I mean, it will for sure take you a while to reach level 50, but it's really worth your time. Also, the soldiers of the barracks have a very cool death animation. The armored vehicles of the armored factory just explode and that's still pretty cool in my opinion. And today we are here to compare them with each other. And I will tell you guys my own opinions on them. However, before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up. So anyways, let's start the video. You may think that the barracks is a bad tower. However, it really is not. It used to be so much better before the massive changes it had a while ago. The armored factory is a new tower, which released a few months ago. It didn't have that many changes since the release. The units of the barracks used to be so much better, like they were able to stack up in each other. But now, as you can see, they have to walk and find a space to start shooting. That was a really huge nerf for the tower, but the barracks has a limit of 7 and the armored factory only has 6 placement limit. However, that changes nothing. When you play with other people, the placement limit decreases by a lot. So I guess we are going to start with the barracks. First, there are too many things we can talk about this tower. The tower is not that expensive to place and it's only $325 to place. At the base level, it's not that crazy. It spams a scout with a pistol and it has 15 health. Its range is overall decent, but it doesn't deal that much DPS. It only deals 3 damage per second and that's really not that much. Also, it spams a scout every 55 seconds. However, that decreases to 42 seconds when you upgrade it to the bottom pass second level. The barracks is not that great on the base level, but that's really not everything about it. The armored factory spams a Humvee, but it's not like any other tower defense game. Even on the base level, the Humvee has a machine gun, and that makes this tower literally amazing. However, the placement cost is $800, which is more expensive than placing a barracks. The Humvee deals 10 DPS, that's more than how many DPS 3 scars would deal. The armored factory is amazing even on the base level, unlike the barracks. There is one bad thing about it and it's that the spam rate is 75 seconds, which is very long. As you can see, both of the towers have very similar upgrades. The first upgrades of the bottom pad decrease the spam rate of the units. When we upgrade the barracks, it can spam 2 scouts instead of 1 scout. But this time, each one of them have 20 health with less DPS. A scout can deal 2.5 DPS, but because there are 2 scouts now, they can deal 5 DPS at total. Their look is also a bit changed. Now they have some gloves and other stuff. Still, they are some silly guys with a pistol. On the other side, the armor factory starts spamming Humvees with 150 health, which is fantastic. Now it deals 20 DPS, that's 10 more DPS than what it used to have. The barracks starts spamming 2 riflemen with 6.6 DPS. That makes a total of 13.2 DPS. They actually shoot in bursts, as you can see, but still, that's just not that great compared to the armored factory. On the next level, the Humvee of the armored factory changes. Now the Humvee has a rocket launcher and its range is very massive. It deals 50 damage every 4 seconds with its rocket launcher. It's a great counter against early game enemy spams, like the wave 10 in expert mode. So from now on, both towers start becoming very different than each other. The armored factory goes even stronger and the barracks also becomes even stronger. On this level, the barracks spam 2 riflemen but with so much more DPS now. Each one of them deal 15 DPS and that's a total of 30 DPS. On the bottom pad, everything changes. Now it starts spamming a soldier with a huge rocket launcher. It deals 50 damage per shot and it can shoot 4 rockets at a time. However, the reload time is very long and the tower just stands still when it is reloading the rocket launcher. By the way, the reload time is literally 7.5 seconds, which is very long. On the other side, the armor factory spams a Humvee which still has a rocket launcher. It does 125 damage and it has a reload time of 3 seconds. The soldier of the barracks stands still when it is reloading, but the Humvee keeps going. It never stops, but it gets crazy on the bottom pad. It now spams an MRAP with explosive type of ammo. It can basically shred everything, literally everything. It deals 120 DPS, that's just amazing for it. I really like this vehicle by the way. It's really my favorite. On the next level, the Barracks spam 3 riflemen with literally 32 DPS. That makes 96 DPS by the way. They also have stat addiction now and that's again pretty helpful for the tower. But now we are going to see the most important soldier of all time, the Rioter. This guy is literally the best soldier of the Barracks. It has 275 health and it only deals 30 DPS. Also, its range is very small. The most important thing of this guy is actually that, the spam rate of it. Every 12 seconds, it spams another Rioter. So that's really great. When it's combined with 7 other Barracks, look at this man, oh my gosh, 7 Rioters every 12 seconds. That's really crazy. But you didn't see the armored factory yet. On the top pad, it starts spamming a Humvee with a huge rocket launcher. It can shoot 6 rockets every 4 seconds and each one of the rockets deals 75 damage. That makes like 85 DPS, which is pretty good. On the bottom pad, it starts spamming M1 Abrams. Literally man, oh my gosh, I love it so much. The Abrams has 3.5k health and it has 3 different weapons, 2 machine guns and 1 explosive cannon. It deals 333 DPS with all of these weapons. That's just amazing man, I am not going to lie. Also, it really looks amazing man. I love the M1 Abrams. Who really doesn't like it? It looks fantastic anyways. So now we are going to upgrade the Barracks to the max level. On the top at max level, it starts spamming raid 2 Reapers. Each one of them deal 133 DPS and they ignore the bullet resistance. Also, I literally forgot but each one of them have 600 health. But on the bottom pad max level, it starts spamming a flamethrower guy, which can be real overpowered. It has 15 pierce and that's literally too much. It can pierce through everything. It also deals same DPS as the raid troopers, but the range of it is only 5, so it has to go pretty close to the enemies to start shooting. The fire looks amazing by the way. Oh my god man, I love it so much. Now we are going to see the max level soft armored factory. It's going to be crazy man, get ready. Get ready for the most powerful armored vehicles in the entire game. On the bottom pad max level, it spams an improved M1 Abrams. It's named as M1X Abrams. It has a brand new mine plow and side armors, but they do nothing. However, now it has another machine gun. It has 4 guns at total. They deal nearly 600 DPS. That's literally so much. Also, it has 6000 health, which makes it the unit with the most health in the entire game. By the way, it still spams the Humvee too, which is the first Humvee with the rocket launcher. It's very weak for real, but anyways. On the top pad, everything changes. Now it spams a whole different vehicle, the M2 Bradley. It's an armored vehicle. It can shoot missiles and it can damage enemies with its explosive chain gun. Each missile does 700 damage, which is fantastic. At total, this guy can deal nearly 800 DPS. That's 200 more DPS than the M1X Abrams. But it only has 1750 health, so the M1X Abrams is more stronger than it, in health of course. By the way, it still spams the Humvee with the quad rocket launcher. So yeah, the top pad is pretty good too, and it's way cheaper than the bottom pad. However, when it comes to the Barracks, again, it's not as good as the armored factory, but I must say that it's decent. It's a beginner tower, so that's why it's not as good as the armored factory. I am not going to lie, the Barracks is a great tower if you are new player to the game. I really recommend it because it's just very unique and very great damage dealer. Especially, the Rioters are my favorite. They can clutch up very dangerous times and the Barracks can also spam so many different soldiers at a time. Especially the bottom pad is just amazing. It's very unique, but overall the armored factory is so much better than the Barracks in any way. But still, both of the towers have different uses in the game, so I should say that both of them are amazing and very well made in my opinion. I still like the armored factory more than the Barracks. I just love the MRAP and the M1 Abrams. But anyways man, that's all I can say about those towers. What do you think about them? Let me know in the comments. I hope you did enjoy the video. Have a good day or night. Take care and see ya.